Do you guys think it is more important to be academically smart or technically good at what you do?
Can I choose a mix of both?
Can lah, but between the two?
I think technically good at what you are doing. Because right, if you look at all the great people, right, like Elon Musk, you look at Steve Jobs, all these people, right, they are they are damn smart. That's
That's the thing.
That's why they are academically smart. But actually, right, they are damn good at what they are doing. So when you are so good at doing one thing so deep, whatever you just pour on it, is quite easy to do that.
I think for me, it's more important to be academically good because you naturally are better at pattern spotting, critical thinking, at dissecting certain things and maybe processing and digesting all the information and stuff like that.
Because
I feel
feel for that, right, there's a limitation. Okay, we take people who are normal, meaning that, right, they are just smart, means okay to be normal, right?
So there is this secondary school called Crest Secondary School, and they specialize in nurturing normal technical students. The curriculum has both academics and also the technical part lah. So modules where they go hands-on, internship and all at that age itself. The good thing is now they get a chance to explore areas where they may be way better than studying. But the bad thing is some people have a stigma on them. So I'm going to play this video from some of the students.
Like people outside Crest would think like problematic students come into this school in terms of grades, attitude, and a lot of things. I don't think it's true. It's not as bad as you think it is.
So this is one of the internship
For them,
at secondary school.
Saswi lah. That's why they say. It's not good lah for them to look down in schools.
That time when I was coming home from school, there was these other secondary students who walked past me and then they they laugh. They say like from Crest, blah blah blah. We are judged based on our school, and people know that if you go into Crest, it means you didn't do as well in primary school, and that's why it led us here. Makes me feel a bit angry. I feel like everyone has potential.
Okay, so what are your thoughts after watching this?
The thing is, right, how would students from other school know what Crest school is focusing on?
You will know one
You
lah.
will know lah.
Really, man?
Your primary school teacher never say, man, you want to go to Crest like that. You know, they always point to some, like, you want to go to some lousy school one, right?
No, mine is not flag because it's down the road.
So you will know what is a stigma one.
I don't know whether it's good or not. Do you think it's worth it to try to push the students into the academic route?
I feel that it is. I strongly believe there's not a kid, right, that cannot study one.
Let me introduce you to Crest.
No, but okay, because the thing is, right, they are doing just like fast forward IT.
Actually, they are doing that.
Yeah,
It is bridging to IT.
Yeah.
So the end goal is actually IT courses for them.
And IT, right, you are groomed to serve a specific gap in the society, which I feel I don't want my kid to go that route lah.
But you want them to be in Scrabble, right? What options they have?
Like I feel like this route, right, is really like it streamline you to this specific path. At secondary school, right, I feel there are still chances for you to grow academically.
Yeah, like a bit like predetermined, a bit too early. Because I know people who are, like NT level and they don't understand certain concepts, right? It may be like, let's just say lower sec. But maybe in sec 3, they go to NA. Their route is damn long in secondary school. But the most important thing is, right, not all, but some made it through that route.
Every school a good school does not mean every school the same school. But it does mean every school good in its own way, seeking to bring out the best in every child.
Yeah, it's too early to put them into this situation, but I feel like this situation might not be the worst, but I feel like the activities might not be good. For example, like they're serving, right? I feel like serving is not will propel them to want to get out of their race like that. Like, because you are who you are based on your environment, right? They are a kid, you are still carving them, you are still molding them. So now if you make them want to go and serve people, all this, right? It not just affect their dignity, I mean, I think that is the period where your dignity and your ego is the highest already, So I feel, right, like instead of asking them to like serve, they should give them another kind of activity or another kind that perhaps will be more hands-on related.
There probably are. This one is probably the internship is for hospitality. So part of it is you need to know how to relate to guests and stuff. And maybe because she's a girl.
But got guys also, I know.
And actually, talking about hospitality, right? They do this in poly also. Like poly, hospitality and
course.
I think facility management and whatnot.
Yeah.
They also have to go through this.
I feel it's different because they already, their background, they already feel bad already. They feel like I am in this school and this school symbolizes certain things.
Now this action means different thing.
It weighs a lot more heavier on them and they're younger now.
Makes me feel a bit angry. I feel like everyone has potential.
So now you have seen one of the students. I'm going to show you two of the teachers. This is the first one.
Where's 2.44? Who can tell me? Slightly towards 2 or 3? 2, So halfway is here, you go slightly there, okay? I am a math teacher at Crest Secondary School. Many of our students actually come in with a long history of failing math. They always expect to fail, and naturally it's an uphill task. For example, y equals negative 2x plus 7. From the equation, right? What's the gradient on this line? Huh? How can gradient be letter?
Mr. Lim, can I go to the toilet?
How can you focus? This
Scissors.
I was
just
focusing.
get right down, right?
I was focusing. I got hair je.
Okay, so that is...
Very well in math.
Yeah, no kidding. We have another teacher.
I want you to dress as comfortably as you can. Just come as who you are. Is that who you are? It's be yourself day. So you come as yourself, okay?
Whenever Liang En does something not so desirable, rather than we address it in class. So usually one-to-one sessions are the times when we talk to them to address their behavior, get them to reflect.
So this is one example of the one-to-one session.
As a teacher, it's more than just a teacher. So there are certain things that I think I might need to remind you
About what?
about your behavior.
Ah,
Are you showing good behavior? Are you
don't
showing good example to your classmates?
I don't know. Our classmate not here.
Yeah, your classmates is not here, but try to recall the time during lessons.
I cannot.
Have you been
I don't have any memory. I need photos.
Let me jog your memory. So during CCE lessons, math lessons, so you think you've been disruptive or anything like that? Oh, you do? You need to remember the rules in school, in the classroom. Try not to be disruptive. Try to mind your words.
Okay, so having seen how the teachers handle the students, what are your thoughts?
I think not bad. One is the second teacher, right? I feel what she's doing is right. Meaning, if a student is not behaving, have a one-to-one session with them. And I feel being a teacher in this type of environment, you must have hard one. You know hard, you'll be
Gone.
Yeah. You'll be harsh for no reason. You'll be very angry. You'll be very annoyed and stuff
You'll
like
hate
that.
your job.
Yes, you'll hate your job. And what's more than that, right? You'll hate your student. And then because in this environment, right, I feel like values is more important than academics, really.
Values are important.
Oh, so important.
I think otherwise.
Yeah.
I feel that both teachers' approach is... Okay, the first teacher approach is hippo chap lah. The second teacher approach is more TLC. Might be good for some. But I feel that as a teacher, especially in this kind of environment, you should rule with an iron rod lah. You should set the tone at the start. Like, there must be a fear in you first, and then you can slowly gain your respect after that.
Must have that iron in him.
You started off saying something that I felt was true. The teacher's approach may not be ideal. And the reason I say this, right, is because you see how the teachers like play around with the kids. It's more of like, you are this way, I understand why you're like that, I'm going to try the soft approach and stuff. I feel the more you do this, the more the kid will climb over your head.
Yes.
And more than that, right, especially when it comes to boys, boys, they want to have a bit of face. At that age, when they do this, oh teacher, I got hair. Or like when he's directly talking to her, don't know, I don't have memory. All these things, right, is actually a challenge, no? And that challenge makes them look good to their friends also. The friends see, he mocked the teacher. Next time I got chance, I also want to mock him. Whatever it is, whether it's his hair, his face, his t-shirt, whatever it is. So when you allow this thing to happen, it escalates and it becomes like a race for who can disturb the teacher more, which affects them even worse.
That's why I feel disciplining them, right, is very important.
I think may not be very far off the optimal strategy, but I feel for a start, what you can do, right, is you need to banter well. Because they want to challenge you, no? So the kids say like, hey teacher, I got hair. Over there, have me? Or something. Whatever it is, you must throw it back to them. You need to be the cool one so they know if I want to challenge him, I must be better.
If you be limbe, that's it. Everybody will need it.
And both teacher is super limbe.
Yeah. Like the guy was saying, oh, I don't know, I got no memory. Oh, you got no memory? Then I tell you, you listen to me because you forgot, right? You listen to me. So like you must be able to throw back well so that they know if I'm going to challenge this teacher, right, I need to up my level also. Otherwise, right, I cannot makan, I paise to my friends, so I don't challenge. Then they don't challenge. Over time, they see, okay, actually this teacher is well-meaning and stuff. Then they start to do what you want them to do.
I hated it, and then I liked it.
Because I feel all these kids, right, like what you say is about values. And the way the teachers are trying to mold them is still very MOE school kind of. There are certain things that you all need to do. I will help you all to do all these things. I feel no need to be like that. You must meet them at their level. So if their level is a bit rough, a bit crude and all right, so be it. Otherwise it doesn't go through.
It's true.